Captain D is not feeling well today, but wishes everyone happy Halloween. Yep. Welcome, guys. We had Captain, Dickie coming on tonight with us, but he's got the flu, so we got to go without him tonight, and that's okay, because we got some new toys that just came in tonight that I kind of want to show you. And I also want to dig deeper on this Milwaukee Surge. Can it compete with the Bosch regular impact? Can it compete power-wise with the rigid 4-mode? Can it even compete with the little compact that, for its size, packs a serious punch? Okay, so we'll be getting into that later. Let's see who's on here. We got Jimmy's here. My mom. Says that there's 6 of you there, so we'll wait till people get signed on here. Happy Friday. It is Halloween. Happy Halloween. We had I'd say we had over 100 kids today, and that's been the most in like the last decade that we've had. I had to go get more candy. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Jamie True, what up? So, like I said, Captain Dick is a little bit under the weather tonight. He can't make it, so we kind of had to pivot what we were going to do tonight. We're going to get to these impact drivers in a second, but I literally just got home, okay, and there was packages on my front door, okay? And whenever there's a package on my front door, I get excited, okay? What do you think I got here, guys? Huh? What do you think I got here? Huh? What do you think I got here? Now, when they first reached out to me, Civil, it's a jet turbo blower. It goes up to 200 miles an hour, I believe 700 CFMs. Sorry, 650 CFMs, but that's not what is the coolest thing about this blower. Now, it comes with 2 6-amp-hour batteries. Now, if you look at the batteries and charger, if you look at them, they don't look that great. And I'm just going to be honest with you, they're probably cheapos. But for how cheap this thing is, watch this. We're going to put this together here, guys. Now, say, you just want to right? But watch what this does. Watch this. Now it don't want to work. There we go. I was going the wrong way. Now you can hold it like a gun. Me. That was on low. Hold on, guys, I'm coming. Sorry, the leaf blower blew over the camera. This is on low. You hear it? It sounds like a jet engine. What up, Douglas Allman? Derek? All right, I'll point it away this way. You ready? Hold on. We'll go up some more. That's got some pop. That's got some freaking pop. And it's very lightweight. I don't know. I thought I wasn't going to dig this. I'm digging it. Just because of that. Look at that. Now you can go back this way. And it's a regular blower. Right? So whatever position you're comfortable with it in, I like it this way better. Me, I don't know. I just like that positioning of it better. What do you guys think, huh? I mean, it packs a punch. I mean, if you're looking to get something cheap on the old Amazon there, Got a little yard, don't want to spend, you know, 300 bucks on an Ego. It does come with the battery and the charger. It's back here charging the other battery. Like I said, the batteries don't look all that great, but man, for the price you're paying for something like this, this would be a great little shop blower. You know, you don't have to have this one on. You can take that off, take this one off like that, and now it becomes a little shop blower too. You ready? Now it's a little compact shop blower. And you can switch it all around, do whatever the hell you want with it. Yeah. Okay? Or you can do it the other way. Boom. I mean, the battery's the heaviest thing here. Yeah, the gunway is neat. Yeah, that's what I say. That's really neat. Wow, we got 46 people watching. What up, everybody? If you're just coming in, sorry Captain Dick could not be with us tonight. He is under the weather. He says hi to everybody and happy Halloween to everybody. Okay, guys? He really wanted to be here. He waited till the last minute. He just couldn't do it. He's just sick. I don't want him to be on either if he's sick. You know, if he's not feeling good, he's not feeling good. Battery flips for the win. Why not just get the Ryobi? Because the Ryobi probably costs $8,000 compared to this one. I got to check that. Like I said, I just got this in the mail, but I can't see this costing any more than 50 some odd bucks on Amazon. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not a big Ryobi fan. But that's who I think they're trying to go after. I mean, they got the same goofy color scheme, you know what I mean? A lot going on. Halloween World Series and this stream. Haven't been alive in a while, by the way. It looks like it would have been just fine for what it is. Hope he gets better soon. Yeah, I hope so too. All right. This is for another day. I just wanted to show you guys. I thought that was pretty awesome how that flips around like that. I just thought that was pretty cool. I don't think... Does any other blower do this? Can anybody tell me? Any of my guys tell me if any other blower does that? Because I've never seen one. I got like 14 blowers, okay? And none of them do that, okay? Not the Milwaukee, not the Skill, not the DeWalt. None of them do it. But that one does for some odd reason. All right. That's what I thought it was until I really looked. Yeah, it's... I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's either Silvel or Silver... or something like it's S-I-L-V-E-L. So Silvel. Silvel. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Sorry at the people of Silvel if I butchered that. I will get the right pronunciation. But now we want to talk about this thing. Okay? Does it have enough balls to compete with regular impact drivers, top of the line impact drivers out on the market today? What up, Left K? Douglas Allman, LFL, what up, what up, what up? Okay, can it compete with that? Can it compete with a Bosch? Can it compete with its own company in the compact line? You all know how this little thing pumps out some power. Can it compete with the 860? We already know it spanks the 870. Can it compete with the quick eject? Can it compete with the triple hammer? We're about to find out because we're about to put them all up head to head. Been using it all week. Please tell me you saw me drive the structural screw. Nope. Didn't see you drive the structural screw, but we're about ready to drive some right now. So, yeah. So, we'll head over to the workbench over here, and we'll just mess around for a little bit, and then we'll call it a night. If y'all are new to here, we just got monetized a few weeks ago, so we can accept super chats and stickers and all that type of stuff. We're trying to get Captain Dick a 6 amp hour stacked lithium battery for Christmas. And any type of super chat or anything like that goes directly towards that fund and all that type of stuff. So every little bit counts. All right, let's go head over there. Now, I got to get this area set up here. Probably should take off this jacket. I'm starting to get hot. These Milwaukee jackets, man, if it's not cold, whew, you're going to get hot in them. You better be wearing them when it's cold out. Otherwise, you're going to get hot. All right. How do you like this little light? Ready? This is my above lighting light. How do you guys like that? Huh? There. Wow, we had 45, and it goes down to 9. People don't like talking, man. They don't want you talking. They just want you to be using the damn tools. That's all. All right. So we got that one. Let's see. I think we'll start it off. Maybe some 8-inchers. Yeah, some 8-inch timber locks here. I think we're going to start it off with the Bosch. Now, is that the most powerful impact driver out? Nope. But it's also not a quiet hydraulic impact driver. By rule of thumb, this should spank this every day of the week. But I have a funny feeling this is going to spank this, just from using this. All right, we'll get these started here. Bosch has the better battery too. The Bosch has the 4 amp hour 21700 cell battery. And the Milwaukee will have the 3 amp hour 21700 cell battery. So the Bosch has got all the advantages right here. All of them. Okay, good enough. Speed 3. Speed 3, let's just see. These are ice cold. I did not warm them up, so keep that in mind, people. Not only dog walked it, straight spanked it like it was nothing. Look at that. That's about 2.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. So on an 8-inch timber lock, just came in to hit the thumbs up. I have another 4 to 5 hours of editing to do. Okay, hello. Nice to see you, souls. Oh shit. I hear you though. I gotta get a lot of editing done too. I got a lot of long format videos coming out. That's why the shorts have been kind of the shorts. But this Bosch doesn't even have a chance against it. So if this is an 8-inch timber lock and it left 2 inches up, so what does this make this? 25 to 30% more powerful than the Bosch regular impact driver? All right, that one's out of the way. How about somebody in their own family? A little Milwaukee on Milwaukee crime going on here. D-Rex, that's because you use your left hand. D-Rex, stop. You're wrong, and you're just not informative, okay? It has no difference what hand I use, okay? None. I've proven it. Listen, you want to go mess around with the Bear or VCG or Total Idiot Zone or wherever you want to go watch tools, be my guest, because I can't deal with you people no more. You guys come up with the stupidest shit. You want to know what? If I'm so wrong there, Mr. Rex, you got a phone, obviously, because you're commenting on this. Open up your phone, press the play button, and then prove me wrong. And then we'll go from there. Until then, sit back and enjoy the show. All right, now that that's over with, speed 3, speed 3. Now, don't count this out. This has got some power. It slipped. It was close, though. I got to redo it. It slipped, guys. It was close. It was close. The wood moved on me a little bit because I only got it anchored down over here. Let's do it again. I told you, this thing's no freaking joke. That little impact is no joke. All right, do it again. Oh, I'm chill, D-Rex. When you hear it 25,000 times, and after you've made 25,000 videos on it, disproving that stuff, you tend to get a little irritated about it. Know about tools, man, before you talk shit. Yeah, all right. Maybe we got to tone it down just a little bit. But guys, I mean, come on, guys. Pressing down on a fastener does not make it go through the wood quicker. Matter of fact, it slows it down, okay? Because you're putting more strain on the motor. So you're making your tool work harder, which means it's going to slow it down. The less pressure, if you just let the tool do the work, the faster it will go, period. All these guys, and I'm not saying this to say nothing about anybody, all these guys that do this stuff and they put a weight, they'll put like a 5-pound weight on the end of it. They don't know what the hell they're doing because that weight does absolutely nothing. So can we all just agree to disagree on that subject? If you don't agree with me, I know I'm right because I've done it 1,000 times. I don't care what some scientist is trying to say to you. It don't make any sense. Not a fair test. Okay, whatever you say. You don't have to be here if it's not a fair test. Go on your merry way. I don't know how this is not a fair test. You got the same batteries. You got the same nut drivers. You got the same pieces of wood. And you got the same exact fasteners. So tell me again how it's not a fair test. It beat it. The little Milwaukee beat it. Look. By a little bit. It's called torque, you numb, like. I don't have a Bauer brush. I got a brushless one, but yeah, I don't have no Bauer brush, and it will smoke any Bauer tool on the market. All right. All right, we'll do it one more time just to be sure. One more time just to be sure. All right, that's pretty fair. All right, that time the Surge won. Okay. So these two are very close in speed. Very close. Very close. And I thought they would be. I thought they would be very close. D-Rex. The left nail appears to be slightly tilted. Whatever, man. Whatever you say, buddy. I'm not going to sit here and put a level on them, guys. I'm just not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you get the gist here, guys. I mean, come on. Y'all want to nitpick? You can go nitpick somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. We're just watching. We're just messing around with tools, guys. It's not that serious. This ain't the Super Bowl. I mean, that's pretty damn close. I stopped because I felt like this was about to break. But the Surge won that one. So we'll call this a tie between these two. I didn't want the fastener to break in the wood there, because then that becomes a pain in the ass to try and get it out. All right, let's see now. How about Craftsman? So many people come on my channel and they talk about Craftsman being a professional level tool. Maybe 25 years ago, that held some water, that statement. But in today's world, they are nothing more than a bunch of old DeWalt tools with red paint on them, okay? They're old, outdated DeWalt tools that they gave the Craftsman so that Craftsman can keep going on and on and on. But they don't really do much R&D. It's all just old DeWalt tools. Here, we'll do this just so people shut up. Here, I'm switching hands again. All right. It's got the bigger battery on it too. That's got the 4 amp hour on it. Got to remember that. Come on. That was closer than the Bosch, but still lost. But still definitely a lot closer than the Bosch. As I've been on record before, Bosch impacts are not good. Impact wrenches, impact drivers, they just kind of fall short all the time. You hear how quiet that is? It's just so nice. It's just so nice how quiet it is. Let's see what we got going up in here. Yo, Sharush, what up? It's 179 tool only. What tool are you talking about, Jimmy? The Surge Gen 2 is like 200 plus. It's 199 bare tool, guys. 199 bare tool. I told you that gravitational pull was different. That's why you're getting different results. No. No, I'm not here to argue about science, guys, and argue about gravitational pull and all that type of stuff. Me and the degenerates, okay? Y'all know who you are if you're a degenerate, okay? We just want to mess with tools. We're not here to formulate some goddamn formulation on a chalkboard or on a whiteboard. We're not doing that, okay? We're just running nails through, fasteners through wood. With the same fasteners, with the same wood, with the same battery, with the same nut driver. I don't know how much more fair you can get, guys. The guys that are arguing. There is not getting any more fair than that. Right down to the nut driver. They're all using Bosch 5/16 nut drivers. 8-inch timber locks. Same pieces of wood. Same freaking batteries when the Milwaukees were going up against one another. So, come on, guys. Give me a break. All right. Now, one of my faves. It is a little loud. It's probably one of the loudest impact drivers on the market. The Rigid 4 mode, okay? I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not going to beat this impact driver, especially with the type of battery I got on it. Because I do have, cocksucker, come on. I do have the 4 amp hour EXP tablet cell battery. It is not my fault Milwaukee has dropped the ball time and time again on making a compact tabless battery when all of their biggest competitors, like DeWalt, even Flex with the smaller stacked lithium batteries, and even Rigid with the tabless batteries, and now Bosch, Milwaukee still does not have one. All right, guys. I'm kind of curious to see what this does. There you go. That's exactly what I thought I would get, which is okay. That's okay. This is Rigid's most powerful model of all time. That's okay, right? He's too scared to pull out that Black & Decker. What Black & Decker? I don't own not one Black & Decker tool. But okay. The Craftsman there is only a handful of tools that is actually worth. Yes, you're right. Josh, you're never going to shake. People will be saying that at your wedding. Yeah. The Black & Decker would smoke all of this. All right. Whatever you say, bub. If you're saying that, you're either a troll just trying to get a reaction, or you're just too stupid to even believe your own that you believe your own bullshit. But hey, to each your own. You want to go sleep with Black & Decker? Have fun. Guys, you all should subscribe to Honest Tool Reviews. Yep, go subscribe to Derek, guys. Trick or treat. What up, John Doe? What up? That's my guy right there. You know, somebody should, like, go find Snoopy, okay? You guys all know who Snoopy is, right? He's the guy that has the Milwaukee pack out that has all of his, marijuana in it. And he likes to toke up from time to time. He always misses the live stream. And every time I post my live stream, he goes, damn it, I missed it again. I was too busy hitting the bong. So if anybody can get in contact with Snoopy right now, tell him we're live. He'll come on and enjoy it because he misses it every week. Every week at like 10:30, he comments on the live that just happened. And he goes, damn it, I missed it. Did you ever get that heart working? That's interesting. Let's see. This heart? That one? Is that the one you're talking about? Let's see. Let's see if I got it working. Hold on, let's change gears. Stupid fucking thing. No, I did not get it working. Oh, I almost got it free that time. Free me. Oh, we may be in business here. Oh, shit. Nope, the heart's not working, fellas. I tried everything, guys. I took this thing apart. I lubed it. I did all kinds of stuff. I even got a stronger battery, thinking maybe that was the issue. Nope. This is why you don't buy Walmart tools. And guess what, guys? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. All heart is regurgitated Ryobi. That's what it is. It's Ryobi's past models. Then they slap the heart white and blue on there, and they call it heart. So this is what you're getting with Ryobi most of the time. Just letting you know. I've had to take back 85% of every freaking Ryobi tool I ever bought. This is the only heart tool I bought, and guess what? It didn't work straight out of the box. And guess what? They won't warranty it, because I can't find my stupid receipt anywhere. How stupid is that? So there you go, guys. This is why I tell you not to buy and mess. Don't buy that shit, guys. Unless you're planning on to use it one time use, and then you're not planning on ever using it again, fine, go ahead. Go buy the Hyper Tough. Go buy the Heart. Go buy the Warrior, the Bauer. But man, if you're looking to use it and use it on the regular, don't buy that shit. You think you're saving money, but you're not. Because you'll use it once or twice, and it's going to break. And then you got to mess around with warrantying it, running back and forth, fighting with Walmart. Then they don't have it in stock. And then what do you end up doing? You end up getting frustrated and just go buying the better tool anyways. And I'm not saying you got to go buy Milwaukee or DeWalt. But man, there are good tools out there that don't cost a lot of money. You got the Hercules line. I feel they have their spot in DIY. I really do. I think they are the kings of the DIY. I just do. I think they're priced exactly right. I think they have gotten so much better technology-wise. I really do believe Hercules is where it's at for the homeowner, okay? If you're like a hardcore DIY, or what do we call it, guys? A PTP, part-time professional, then it's Rigid. There's no other brand. It's Rigid. You want a professional grade level tool and not a professional grade level price with a lifetime service agreement, it's Rigid. Okay? If you are a professional beating the living shit out of your tools day in, day out, 10 to 12 hours a day, 6-7 days a week, getting concrete and mud and muck and water and dust all caked up in there, don't even bother with anything below Rigid. Rigid is like the bottom tier of that, okay? They're like the gatekeepers to the professional levels, okay? Get yourself some Milwaukees, get yourself some DeWalt's. Don't get yourself some Hiltis, even though the Hilti drill I own used to be one of my favorites, but the damn thing just is not well made, and the gears on it are all fucked up, and I've only had it a few months. Don't buy Makita. Please don't buy Makita, guys. I'd rather you buy Ryobi than Makita. That's saying something. I've had nothing but good experience with Rigid's service agreement. Me too, LFL. All you on here are tech guys or just unemployed like me. Don't buy it ever. Just save it for the Rigid. Yes, John Doe's right. I'd rather buy the Walmart one and use it for once. Okay. Guess how many times I used that before it broke, D-Rex? Guess how many times? It literally broke the first fastener I was fastening on my live stream to show people, or my video. Go look at it. It's from like a month or two ago. I literally posted that video. I was trying to put in the first fastener with it, and the damn thing broke. So it may not even work that one time. Thanks, douchebag. Wow. He is totally honest with his reviews. I honestly do not know why they don't call him Honest Josh. It's kind of like Honest Abe when it comes to the tools. All right. Let me stop trolling. Okay. Amazing performance. Yeah. This chat is so random. Well, D-Rex, if you're new here, hey, Snap-on Sam's in there. What up, Snap-on Sam? That's Sam Eggleston. He's, well, not quite yet, but he's probably soon to be my cousin-in-law. Just all-around good guy. The only thing wrong with him is that he's a Snap-on fanboy, guys. He's the one that got me the big wrench. Remember that, guys? Why didn't you stop by? I had candy. But, hey, while you're here, Sam, have you ever done a blown head gasket before? Because the Jeep blew a head gasket. And we need to take apart the motor. Well, I'm saying me, I got to take apart the motor. If you got any experience doing that, I could use your brain a little bit. Yes, Sam. Yes. Sam Eggleston. John Doe. I have done a few Jeeps. Got a 3.6, or I got the 3.6. So it's not the big bad Hemi, at least. It's actually the simple motor, the 3.6. Yeah. Don't forget to double tap the screen, guys. All right. What else do you guys want to see the Surge go against? You want to go see it go against the big boys, like the Quick Eject? You know what? I want to see it go up against the 850. You guys remember this bad boy? The DCF 850? It was a good little impact driver. Matter of fact, its cousin, the 870, is their quiet hydraulic impact driver. All right, Sam. Thank you, buddy. I'll text you about that. A little busy right now, but I definitely want to get it fixed before the snow comes because we're predicted to have a monstrous winter this year, and I don't want to be driving around in the Mercury in 12 feet of snow. I really want that four-wheel drive capability. All right. Let's see here. I think the Surge is going to beat this. I just do. I tell you what, these Bosch nut drivers, man, they don't want to let go of the damn fastener, which is a good thing, I guess. All right, this is an analog one, speed 3. Same speed on this one. Let's see. Dog walked it. Dog walked it. I thought the 850 would actually give it a little fucking competition there. It didn't give it nothing. It was just I'm not winning. I'm not winning this battle today. Yeah, I did see that Jimmy Blue Balls. I did see that. Matter of fact, now that you said that, I may end up taking a little El Tripo to El Walmarto tonight after the live stream, just to see it with my own two eyes. I saw Caleb had posted that video, and I was very intrigued, but at the same time, it's hyper tough, so how intrigued can you be? Who knows, it may surprise you. It may not, though. It may just be a piece of shit. My guess is that they copied the first Surge, because that's all them companies do, them lower companies. They just copy Milwaukee, DeWalt, previous models from like 10 years ago, and then they make it their own and say, here. Been good, Shrush. I got the rigid dual function inflator. I added a quick connect. Nice. Shrush. D-Gens, my wife is here. So you are a blue person, Jimmy. That's his nickname, Jimmy Blue Balls. Because his last name is Blue. He's from Baton Rouge. Okay, so they got like that French, kind of like redneck Frenchy slang down there. I was just there not too long ago. Cajun, I guess. I like redneck French twang. That's what I like better. All right, who's winning this one, guys? We got the quick eject with the 2.0. We can't put the 2.0 stacked lithium battery on there. Then we know it definitely win. We got to put a regular battery on it. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. This is the one great thing about Flex that I love. I love how you can see the battery. You can see that from a mile away what your battery life's at. I just think that's awesome. Well, I got my computer that will tell us step by step where every bolt and nut is, and I can look it up and make a parts list. Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome, and then I can clean out the garage, pull the Jeep in the garage, and we can just rip it apart right in the heated garage so we ain't got to be cold and rainy and all that type of shit. I'm almost there. I'll have the garage cleaned out in like a week. All right. Let's see. I already know who's going to win this, but I'm just curious to see how much of a win it's going to be. You know what I mean? How bad it's going to be. I mean, guys, if we're being honest, that ain't too bad, considering this is one of the baddest mamma jammas out on the market. And that is a quiet hydraulic. If you're getting that much power with a quiet hydraulic, why wouldn't you use it? I'm going to be honest, this feels better in the hand than this. I love this, don't get me wrong. But it is a little heavy. The batteries are heavy. It's big. It's clunky. I don't mind that because I'm big and clunky, okay? But normal sized people mind that a lot. So this is actually more comfortable, more ergonomic. Not as powerful, but damn is that close. That's pretty close. So if it's already that close and it's whatever, 50% quieter, why wouldn't you go with this? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? I mean, Milwaukee's getting some pretty serious power out of a quiet hydraulic there. Yes, at work we call it a total station, or it does the 360 view pretty much on the job site. And you walk around. I use PPE. I warn my clients about noise. Yep. I value power and speed. Okay, I get that, John Doe. I'm a power and speed guy too, trust me. I am. I want more power all the time. All the time. It makes it more fun, right? The more powerful a tool is, the more, I don't give a shit who you are, the more fun it is to use, okay? But man, this ain't too far off. This is not too far off. And it just feels smoother. Like it impacts smoother. Like these other impacts, it's that constant beating on the metal, where this is more of like a, you know what I mean? It's different. It's a different feel. Jimmy, is it not a different feel using the quiet hydraulic that you just got over your regular impact driver? You know it is. It's just, it's smoother. I know, but I still want that quick eject. I don't know if you want the quick eject, Roosh. I like it, but there's a lot of other impact drivers I like. This is like middle of the pack for me on how much I like it. You know what I mean? It's not bad by any means, but I'd rather have the 870, the Surge Gen 2, the Rigid 4 mode, the Milwaukee Compact, then maybe this. So this is about 5, 6 down the line for me. Well, if you're looking for raw power and speed, then the 860 is the way to go. Because this is even a tick behind the 860. And the 860 is a lot lighter. That's where this is starting to get outdated. And I hope they're coming out with a new version, because they are clearancing these out left and right. I hope they're coming out with a new version that is a little bit smaller and a little bit more powerful at the same time. But we don't know, because it's not looking good for Flex. It's looking like Flex is struggling to find a home to sell their stuff, and it's sad because they make really good stuff. I know, Shrush. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It needs a refresh. That's exactly why I'm saying what I'm saying. It needs a major refresh. It's too heavy compared to all the other impacts that have caught it and are way lighter than this. So yeah. Yeah, I agree, Derek. I agree 100%. 100%. 100%. Spam it till he reads it. Compare the 2.0, the Metabo for smoothness. You want me to compare the Surge Gen 2 to the Metabo Triple Hammer? That one? This is the one thing about Metabo. Why Metabo? Why? Why can't you just put a quick insert collet in there? I don't get it, man. And they got to fix their selector switches. Let's talk about that for a second. These selector switches, I don't care what anybody says, nobody beats Milwaukee selector switches. It's so smooth. These, though, on the Metabos, they're kind of wonky. There's a couple of tools where all you got to do is barely touch it and it switches it over, which really pisses me off. Flexes is nice too, but they're really big and you got to really press it. The Waltz have always felt cheap to me. Their selector switch have always felt cheap and junky. Rigid's probably going to be damn near the same thing as the Milwaukee. Nope, it's not. This feels different. What about the Bosch? Bosch is nice, but for my perspective, they got the best switches, the best ones. All right, let's see. Let's see what I feel here. It's close. Let me do it again. Obviously, this is more powerful too. So you feel the power while you're holding it, right? But you gotta separate that from the actual impacting. All right. This is definitely smoother. The Milwaukee's definitely smoother than this triple hammer. All day. Call me crazy, call me whatever the hell you want. I just did it. I felt it. The Milwaukee's definitely smoother. Nailed it. Big question. If you had to use only one drill for the rest of your life, what did you choose? Okay. You're making me do this, huh? All right. I'll be back. Going for a stroll. That one? Those are the two, in my opinion. This is the most fun to use because it's got that turbo button. Like, just listen. Now listen when it doesn't have turbo. Turbo. That's just fun listening to that, right? But this is so smooth and so powerful with the 4 amp hour tabless battery that they got now. I always said this one over this one because Metabo's batteries have always sucked and they always killed their tools by having shitty batteries. But now that they got this tabless battery, I don't know. It's pretty much tied for me. I haven't made up my mind, but these two, the Flex Turbo or the Metabo Gen 2 hammer drill. I don't sleep. I just need a lot more money to be Batman. What are we talking about? Nope, not the 1330. I'm not a big fan of the Bosch 1330. the angle finder in it, that's the whole fucking reason why I bought the thing, because it has that angle finder to where it tells you exactly what angle you're drilling at or driving at. It's kind of not good. It's kind of a pain in the ass to use. And I wasted $30 on a chip for it to work and all that type of stuff. I'm not a big fan of the 1330. I don't like the chuck on it. I have a hard time getting the chuck to ratchet down tight enough. I'm not saying it's not a bad drill, but they claim it's the strongest drill. It's the strongest drill in the world, but then all these other drills smoke it. Just like Torque Test Channel claims that the Bosch impact wrench, their high torque impact wrench, is the strongest on the market, and that's the furthest from the truth. You want to know how I know? Because I use that same exact one every day at work, and there are times it cannot take lugs off, and I got to go get the Milwaukee or the DeWalt or the Rigid to rip them off. So be careful who you watch that they're saying this shit, because they hook up these machines to tools. Well, as Tools with Souls always says, when I see one of the machines on the job site, I'll let you know. There's a reason why you can't judge how good a tool is by hooking it up to a machine and saying, oh, it gets this many inch-pounds. Yeah, but it may get more inch-pounds down the road. It may get less inch-pounds down the road. You may use a different battery with it. All I know is when you're trying to turn off a rusted fucking F350 truck nut, lug nut, I don't give a shit what your stupid little dyno says. My real world experience says that Bosch ain't ripping that nut off, but my Milwaukee does. Yeah, the 2904, listen, the 2904 is the best power to weight ratio drill ever made. Okay? But there are a lot of issues with that drill. Have I had them issues? No, I have not. But I have seen a shit ton of people have issues with it. Okay? This is by far the best power to weight ratio drill in the game today. Okay? But they have durability issues. That Gen 4 stuff has durability issues. The 1007 is real good too. Those 5 I would take before the 1330. I got the 3.5 stack lithium. Well, what's up, guys? We're about 54 minutes in right now. When I said Chevron, it promotes flex, skill, and ego. They will always find somewhere to sell. I don't know, Derek. I think Flex is in trouble. I think they're having a hard time finding a home and finding a retailer for them to call home, to where the retailer will actually do right by them and push their product. Every time I'm in Lowe's, I tested it out one day. This is about, I don't know, 6-7 months ago. I tested it out. I went to go ask a Lowe's guy in the tool section what he thought, what drill I should buy, right? He immediately said, Cobalt. That's what he said to me. I said, why would you say that? Oh, because that's our house brand and that's what I use at my house. Well, what's this company over here? Oh, it's the same thing as Cobalt. No, it's not, bud. Flex is not the same as Cobalt. Just because they're made by the same manufacturer does not mean they are the same tool. Yes, it is. Okay. So that's the issue, right? There are uneducated people working at these big box stores. When normal people are coming in and wanting to buy a good tool, they're telling them to go buy Cobalt or Skill, when they should be trying to direct them to their best line in the whole house. to Flex. They should be directing them to Bosch. They should be directing them to DeWalt. Why is that? Why should they be directing people to those three shelves? Because those cost the most amount of money. That's the most amount of profit that they can make. And most likely is going to be the least amount of headaches it's going to give them with returns and all that type of stuff. But they're idiots. They say, go get Skill. Go buy Cobalt. Dare I say Craftsman. Okay? Go buy those. They're just as good. They're made by the same people. It's like buying a Ford or a Mercury and a Lincoln. No, it's not. Stop. There's just too many uneducated people that shouldn't be working in the positions that they're working in. I tell you what, I bet you I could go get a job at Home Depot or Lowe's. And I bet you I'd fucking sell the shit out of the good tools there. Because I actually know them. I've used them. I've tested them. I've shown all you guys them. But here's the thing. They don't pay dick for that. If they actually had a guy in each store that was an expert on tools, selling tools to people, I think you would see some better numbers. That's just me, though. Wings and pizza. Yes. Right. Upsell. Exactly, wings and pizza. Exactly. Upsell, baby. Upsell. They must be friends with Juan. Oh, what did that guy say? What did Justin Brophy say? I like rabbit amongst wolves. He just don't belong. Yeah. You can read it. Miss, click on view message. I can't read it. Why, when I hit it, it don't say nothing. You guys are so good at being moderators, I don't even get to see the shitty comment. That's how good you guys are. Yeah, mine's not letting me read it either, Denny. It's okay. I don't care. It's no big deal. If Denny thought the guy needed to go, then he needs to go. That's why Denny's got a little wrench next to his name. Do you regret your close personal friendship with J.E.? But he said the full name. Well, who the hell is J.E.? You are not wrong, Big Josh. It was about sales and promotions for the most money that hardware stores, big companies can make. Yeah, which is like you said, uneducated people or people who do not use the tool on a professional level. I mean, you don't even got to really use the tool on a professional level to know, you can use them at your house. You can be a hobbyist and you really have used this tool a lot and you know what it can do, what it can't do. I mean, but they got people in there that got blue hair and nose rings and shit, and they couldn't tell you where a 1/4 inch was on a fucking tape measure, okay? They'd look at you with this blank stare. Corey Haim just won the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Championship. Well, that's good. I don't follow the trucks that much. I haven't even really followed the cars that much. NASCAR's kind of gone downhill here the last couple of years. Let's be honest. I mean, they're kind of ruining they're kind of ruining it. If you got rid of all your tools and bought into one brand, what brand would it be? There wouldn't be. There wouldn't be one brand. I'd do it the way I do it now. Every tool company does something good or great. I'd rather have that company's great. And then this other company does this great. I'd rather have that great. So I would never just buy into one brand. That just kind of handcuffs you and shackles you a little bit. And it gives you no flexibility for when well, let's say another company comes out with this really cool, innovative tool that nobody else has. Well, now you can't do it because you're just stuck in Milwaukee land or DeWalt land or Flex land. I would do it the same way all over again. I'd have every battery platform of every professional level tool company. That's what I'm saying. No one is the best. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. No one is the best, but they all do certain different things great. So, I mean, that miter saw over there is a sexy beast. Okay? She is a sexy beast. All right? That rigid table right there is awesome. Okay? My Flex one-hand recip saw, absolute beast. My Milwaukee nailers, nobody beats Milwaukee nailers. They're just great. You know, the DeWalt plunge router. It's going to be hard to beat that one at that price point. I don't want to hear Festool because Festool charges like $1,000 for theirs. Milwaukee is probably the only one if I had to be forced to pick. Well, here's the great thing about where we live, guys. Well, at least most of us where we live. We live in a free world. In the day, somebody has to force me to choose a certain type of tool company. Is the day I say I've had enough of being on this earth. So, a lot of hypotheticals, but if you're going to ask me who has the best overall line, front to back, top to bottom, it's Milwaukee. They got the best line, but they also got some shitty tools in there. You know what I mean? You know, DeWalt isn't too far behind them. Hell, they may even be starting to pass them here with these couple of new releases coming out. DeWalt is on their game lately, and Milwaukee has been off their game lately. And that has narrowed the playing field down to almost nothing. They're like 1 and 1A. Put a dozen on my pile. Hello, Mr. Purcell. I hope I pronounced that right. You guys want to see something else cool? I know we were gonna talk about the Surge, but I think we talked about that enough, right? We showed what it could go up against, right? Now, I'm not going to get too deep into this thing because I got a long format video coming out on this, and I don't want to share my video yet to you guys because I'm not done. I live by the best tool you can afford. Yes, I agree. I agree. So put it this way. When we were opening up the pro shops, geez, that's almost 9 years ago now. 9 years. Almost 9 years ago, we were opening up the pro shops, and we were looking at drill presses that were used. We ended up settling for the baddest drill press on the market, brand new, right? Why? Because if the drill press broke down, then the shop wasn't making money. So I just wanted I wanted peace of mind, okay? Sometimes it's just easier to have peace of mind. You know what I mean? So that plays a factor too, is what my point was. When I get to the point that I need a router, I'm getting the DeWalt. I tell you, when I first got it, it took me a minute to get used to it because it's got so many bells and whistles. I wasn't used to that. I had some old shitty plunge router, you know what I mean? So it took me a minute to get used to it. But now that I'm used to it, I love it. If only they would make the batteries crossover, then you would innovate because the tools you would have would stand on their own. Yeah, I know adapters, but they don't function the same. Yeah, unfortunately, trucker. I don't think that's ever going to happen in this country. With the tools, I know overseas they've kind of experimented with it here a little bit, but here that will not happen. These tool companies have become battery technology companies in a way. So, yeah, I think they're more worried about coming out with the latest, greatest, most powerful battery than they are about the tool. Now, how cool is that? Look how slim that makes your drill. And it's a quick insert, right? Let me see if I can get one of these nut drivers. Let me see here. See that quick insert? You don't got to put a chuck on it, right? Where's my two dickies? I mean, it's got some power, guys. It's got some freaking power. Isn't it sick? I know it's sick. I know it's sick. It's like having an install driver, but having a full power drill too, with a quick insert. Now, this is my baby, okay? I love this thing. When I'm working on cutting boards, when I'm working on little woodworking projects, this is my go-to, okay? Makes you wish you could fast forward into the future to see how advanced tools can get like 100 years from now. Yo, what up, Steve Ott? Haven't been on your live in a while. I know, man. What's going on, man? I was starting to think that you didn't like us anymore. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to Steve Ott. He bought like all kinds of merch from us and shit, dude. And he wears it. We love it. If you guys are interested in, this is one of the shirts we got. One used to be a member of all our communities. There's been some issues between some people and one in our communities. So it's kind of lost its luster. But this is just one of many of the shirts in the merch store. The link is in the bio. My wife worked amazingly hard to get that merch store up. And if any of you guys want a t-shirt or something, it greatly helps the channel. We're not making that much on it. We're really not. We got the prices so low so that you guys can get the merch that you want at a really, really, really cheap price. Yes, Steve Ott was the first customer. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Let me go get a battery, guys. Now, this is the Milwaukee install driver. Obviously, this is a 12 volt. Josh has my number. Text me. Yeah, we'll text you later, Steve, okay? I don't want to get your business all out there. We'll text later, okay? I lost my train of thought. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to think. All right. So this is Milwaukee's install driver, okay? Like a smaller version of that, but it's not. Like it's a different grip, as you can see. It's 12 volts, not 20 volts, okay? Let's just see how much more power that DeWalt has over this Milwaukee. Do I got it in forward? Yes, I do. I mean, the Milwaukee buried it. Took it out, too. Wow. I am Very surprised. I also got the big battery on it, the 5 amp hour. Yes, yes, Steve. Yes, Mr. Ott. It is. It is the DCD 803, okay? I gotta tell you, though, it's not that heavy. Now, this is my baby, as I was saying. But that DeWalt is slowly becoming my baby. But seeing the Milwaukee little 12-volt bury these like nothing. Fucking 12-volt, little tiny 12-volt install drivers burying 10-inch timber locks like it's nothing. And ripping them out. Maybe we got to go to a little bit better of a fastener, huh? Steve, it was free. It was free. They got a deal going on at Home Depot. If you buy the 9 amp hour Flex Volt battery starter kit, battery and charger, you get the DCD 803, a $250 value for free. Yeah. It was one of those too good to be true deals. Yes, yes, Oddhole. It is very nice, but here's what I'm going to say. This is my baby. Captain Dick loves this thing. Like, he was amazed about this thing, right? There's just something about holding a real drill in your hand. This ain't bad, right? But this is where it lacks. You ready? It falls over if you got the bigger battery on it. It falls over if you got the little battery on it. Yes, do they make accessories to where it will stand up? But those are like $50, and now you're spending another $50 on shit like that. The battery was $3.22. Anyways, see you later, Derek. Wings and pizza. Yeah, that M12 installation driver is awesome. Can't wait till they come out with the Gen 2. I don't know if they're going to be coming out with the Gen 2. I mean, this thing's still pretty amazing. Now, like I said, it's a little awkward at times, but it was never a deal breaker. This right here, holding this in your hand, just feels better to me. It feels like a drill. You know what I mean? It is a drill. And when I talk about it in my... When I talk about it in my... when I talk about it in my long format video, this type of an install driver with this much power can be your everyday drill. Okay? It can be your everyday drill. Because look, guys, you can just pop the chuck on. See, this is what I mean about the DeWalt ones. It can be a little wonky at times. But there, if you just need a drill, if you're like a contractor, this has got more than enough power to be your everyday drill, okay? More than enough power, especially if you pop one of these power pack batteries on it. Great, great drill. But say you're on the job and you got more delicate items like cabinets and that type of stuff, and you got to get up in there. So you got to get up in there. Well, boom. You don't got to run out to your truck and get another tool. You already have it. Okay? And then you can get up in there. Let me see if I can get that. Then you can get up in there. Look at that. See that? You get right up in there. So this has got the versatility of being your everyday drill driver, and when you need it to be, your specialty drill driver, okay? It's got the right angle attachment. Hell, you don't even need the drill chuck. I don't even know why they put the chuck there when you got the quick insert, I guess, for drilling holes if you're using spade bits and stuff. But all your driving can be done with that quick insert. Now you make the tool more compact, right? This is the DCD 801, their new drill driver, okay? And it's supposed to be compact, but look at how much more compact you get out of it when you put that attachment on there. So if you're doing driving all day long and you're a drill guy and not an impact guy, but you love the impact quick release, well, you get the best of both worlds here. This could definitely be your everyday drill all day long because it's like 4 tools in one. And I tell you, it's a pretty good tool. I mean, it's a really good tool. With the Milwaukee, it can't be your everyday drill. Why? It's a little odd shaped, okay? It's 12 volts. It doesn't have that much power. It's meant for more delicate items, which is fine. This is why they made it. This is also going on, I think, 5 or 6 years old now. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to prefer the DeWalt over the Milwaukee. And I thought them words would never come out of my mouth. Because I love this thing. But it's what happens when there's competition. They come out with better stuff, right, guys? I will say this. I like my DeWalt quarter-inch ratchet better than the Snap-on one I traded it for. Yeah, you'll start finding that out more and more once you start trading more and more Snap-on tools for actual good tools. I'm waiting for him to say, but wait, there's more. Who, me? What are you trying to say? That it's like an infomercial? I'm not making no money here. You see that little dollar sign up there in the corner, Christina? Right there? It says $0. We're not making any money here. You still owe me a video on the 803 clutch. I don't know, maybe that's in the long format video, Sharush. Whoa, Sharush is he's taking his what do you call it? His card out and he's saying, "You owe me." It's bad enough that he's got 22 piles started up. Now I owe him content too. All right, guys, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. It doesn't seem like an hour and 20 minutes, does it, guys? So yes, I got long format video on the DCD 803. I got a long format video coming on the Metabo T-Power battery. I got a long format video coming on the Vevor garage heater. I got a long format video coming on this crazy thing. God damn. That wasn't even high power. I got a video coming on this crazy blower that does this switcheroo. Boom. Now it can be like a GUN. Feeling lucky? Are ya, punk? Are ya? Josh, get the noise meter thing. Why? Josh, I'll work on looking at stuff for the head gaskets, things that may need change while we are in there. Like one-time use shit. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a blower. All blowers are noisy. So I got a long format video coming out in this. And I got a long format video coming out on a paint sprayer. Yes. Paint sprayers. We're going all in on all kinds of different tools, guys. Okay? We're trying to broaden our horizons here. Hopefully you guys like it. If you don't, well, you don't like it, right? Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're going to be getting out of here right now. Thanks for staying here with me for the last hour and 20 minutes. We got a lot of content to make this week and to edit. If you want to purchase great merch, go hit up the merch store. The link is in our bio. Like I said, we just got monetized, so any super chats and all that type of stuff help out this channel a lot. And as always, just like, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. All right, guys. Hopefully Captain Dick will be feeling better next week. Happy Halloween, everybody. And I'll catch you all on the next one, all right? Peace, guys.